Why, hello, and happy day, happy Sunday. Hopefully, everybody's gonna have a wonderful week ahead of them. Before I forget, today's the day to send out for the week ahead. Ooh, guys, summer is here. It's May. I know May just started, but as you know, with the weather being topsy turvy nowadays. It's like you never even know. Is it fall? Is it summer? Is it spring? Is it winter? Uh, Color. It's all kinds of madness nowadays with the seasons changing abruptly, and you feel like, oh, what the heck? It's summer, but it's like pouring rain in some other parts of the world. Okay, anywho, I don't know why I'm talking about the weather as much, but darlings, we are back for Selling the OCs Season 3. This is episode 2. It's called A Bonfire. A play on bonfire, where hopefully everybody would actually be doing some bonding. Underline the word hopefully. So here we are for the next episode again of Selling the OCs Season 3. Ooh, I did not make an error on that. I've been calling it Selling Sunset. And yes, the listings are bigger, the drama even bigger. There's friendships severed, or, well, if you believe the other side of the story, it was never a friendship that was an actual friendship. Make of that how you will. But first, let's check out this new listing in San Diego's, is it Coronado Island? And the listing looks more like a small-ish strip mall in size than an actual house. The damn thing is huge. I mean, holy smokes! It has nine bathrooms, five bedrooms. I'm almost certain the bedrooms are damn near the size of two bathrooms at this point, because that place is huge. And if you're the winner of the Powerball with billions to your name, well, you might just be interested in parting with 29,995, and that's in the millions of dollars, okay? To acquire this restored abode. I say restored because the owner or the owners did not spare any penny in selecting only the finest and sourcing his materials from overseas. Like those damn tiles are like older than 3 centuries ago. Holy smokes, are ma'am, or both. I guess y'all did really have the time to select and collect these materials because I know I sure don't. I sure don't. Anyhow, let the winner win in this selling this property. Definitely will need someone with a keen interest in, like, I don't know, medieval history or like the likes, or at the very least very interested in various arts. And next, now that we're done with that, we see Miss Brandy doing her thing, showing off a property to a client of hers who happens to be an athlete who seems to be very down to earth, very calm, very cool, very zen. Love to see that in people who are like public figures, public facing, because those now are very rare commodities in this stage of like outlandish behavior and designer on designer dots. It's like, oof. You know what I mean, Jellybean? You see people like, walking these streets like literal advertisement of designers where like they're dripped out and like the designer brands. Yeah. Anywho, now we're off to this bonfire that is the brainchild of Tyler, who is hoping to get the group back on track. Hmm. Wait. As he claims, they've been disjointed as of late. Wait. Weren't you in the seasons past where it seemed like the group was already disjointed? Or did you forget that? I mean, they've had their little squads grouped, and, they've had their little friends groups, and sometimes they try to get along. Sometimes, or I don't know if it's for the show's sake or something else or what have you. But who the hell knows? I mean, look. Basically, they have the jocks and the betties on one side, and then you know everybody else splintered about in the background and on to the other side. And speaking of, that brings me to the tiff between Sean and Tyler. I didn't even know they had a tiff because I hadn't seen that in the past season. So, what started as a veiled jab, which was a game that Sean wanted to start. I mean, I don't know what the point of this game was or where Sean's thought process was, or maybe he was really just trying to get Tyler's attention. Um, but it erupted into a full blown tit for tat between the two and culminated in them drawing a line in the sand over their friendship. Or was there even really a friendship between them though? We've not seen them interact much on our screens. And I went back to the other two seasons, I know, to check if they were any closer then or what have you, but I didn't actually see that. Or, yeah. Did I miss something? I mean, likely the tiff between these two have been rippling under the surface for some time. And, just now is coming to a head. So, anyway, I guess these two will be taking a break from their working relationship slash friendship to regroup and hopefully find a way to mutually respect the common ground. And if not, well, you know, I mean, I wish them both well in their chosen endeavors. That's all we can do, right? And moving along, I literally forgot that I smushed the Kayla versus Geo situation and the previous video. So, sorry, darlings. I definitely won't rehash that. Sorry. Your Auntie Cersei was multitasking multiple episodes. So, obviously, I smushed that one in there. It actually belongs in episode 2. But hey, why not, right? And back to the bonfire. Tyler really does seem to want to rekindle flirty sparks, flying kind of tease me until I fall madly in love with you sort of situation with Alex Hall, but is apprehensive to dive in completely because she has children whose hearts will also be involved if Alex Hall and he decide to formally, you know, become a couple. Because if they do, then he'd have to be involved in her children's lives in some capacity. So I get it. I get it. He's young, he's newly divorced, and the thought of being a would be insta dad would definitely give anybody pause, unless you're already single parent, that is, and you're dating another single parent. But again, it's not a responsibility that's for everyone. At least in this time of his life, um, isn't something Tyler is really is like completely on board with, and is something he's trying to figure out if it's something he's mature enough to take on. I mean, he does speak of wanting to have children of his own and being married, but I don't know if in this time of his life he's ready to take on someone else's children, you know? So, anyway, he's not actually exactly dousing the fire, between himself and Alex Hall. So I get why Alex Hall gets annoyed with him, but she also has herself to be blamed because she also continues to flirt with him herself. I mean, look, if you don't invite the attention and that, you don't want, why do you continue to try and take the moment to have these little flirty interactions with him? I mean, look, don't invite his attention if you don't want it. You know what I mean? Jeez. And we are back onto the glamorous new office of the O Group in San Diego. Because as we all know by now, the glam. is the office attire for this real estate group. Literally. Like the bigger the better, and the higher the heels the better. So I feel like these ladies need to sell at least 3 homes a month just to afford all of the glam they show off on the show. And maybe even every day. This is a brand new branch of the O Group and is reminiscent of the original office on Selling Sunset in LA, where it's basically like a long room with two sets of metallic tables all the way to the back of the office, and that's it. Well, I'm sure if this new office does well, it will also get a revamp like the LA office did. Um, so, of course, the cast of the OC team is here because, it is the Selling the OC show, okay? We do see Austin with his wife all dolled up in pink, but I'm not here for her top though. It's bland. I mean, she was channeling Barbie. Yes, she was. I mean, there's no mistake about that. But yeah, no, it didn't do it for me. Just for me, okay. Next, we see strutting down these streets. The red carpet is Alex Hall channeling her best Catwoman in a mini leathery kind of dress. Or is that real leather? I don't know. But it wouldn't be an O group red carpet if we don't get a shot of the famous twins now, wouldn't we? Those would be Brett and Jason, the actual bosses of the group. So cute. Those two are so cute. They love and hate each other sometimes, but they remain grounded in their affection for each other, and I got to love that. They are too cute, but not cute enough to for me to want to date. Yes, okay. Not that they would want to date me either, but I'm just like, I'm just like. Mm. Let's move on along from that. We also see Tyler in his black tie suit with Converses on because while he is trying to be comfortable and with this group, you gotta make sure you make a swift exit if things go sideways. And don't they almost always do? Next we see Polly, and I love her ensemble. Her makeup is on point, and her lippy is the same color as her dress. Oh, voila! Bravo, Polly, bravo. She came to own that catwalk, baby. I mean, it was short, but still. Kayla, we know, loves her prints. She loves her loud and proud type of wardrobe, and well, if you're petite like her, she might be taking her cue from the late Queen Elizabeth, who was known to have a penchant for loud and bold colors, so the crowd can see her from miles away. Ooh, and before I forget, we also see Brandy with her hubby Sean, and she was channeling a golden goddess, sort of ensemble. Although I'm not keen on her blonde. Is that a wig, or did she dye her hair blonde? I'm not sure, but I felt like the color of the blonde color, washed out her complexion, and she is a beautiful girl. So I don't know, maybe a bit more honey blonde, maybe. Anywho, they make a beautiful couple, and I love that he is supportive of her business goals. Love that. Um, we do have to say, what is the name of the new girl? Sean. Jesus. Oh my lord, what is her name? Alexander Harper. There you go. She cracks me up when she said she has never seen this much tight clothing. So tight, you can see their religion and the daily false lashes application that make up the glam. She's totally not used to it, and it's totally new territory for her, like brand new territory. Like, girl, if you haven't already noticed, you need to show up and show out in these parts of town because you ain't in Kansas anymore, darling. Of course, Gio has to have his side digs about the San Diego office because he's Gio. Enough said on that. He just is. Like I said, he owns his douchebaggery. And he does. He wears it loud and proud, honey. He does try to speak with Kayla, though, at the San Diego office's opening. And in his own Gio way, was trying to smooth out things. But things are still pretty tense with him and Kayla. And look, I'm sure, as with any financial transactions, everything is going to always be tense, like tense with all caps. Hello. With the amount of scammers trying to scam every blind penny off of anybody, I'd be pissed myself if anyone comes between we and my bag. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we're back with the Tyler and Sean rift, and it comes to a head after the SD opening, where um, Austin shares with Gio that when he and Tyler first joined the office, I guess they joined the Oppenheim group and the OC relatively like close together, or at least the dates were close together. I don't know, or maybe in the same exact day. Who the heck knows? Um, they were doing their like door knocking sales, or where they basically introduce themselves to the neighborhood to build relationships with prospective sellers and or developers. Um, During one of these instances, I guess a call came from Sean to Tyler, in which Tyler either didn't have a chance to answer for some reason or another, or chose to ignore it. And this didn't sit well with Sean, and Sean, followed up with a text message questioning why Tyler was working with Austin. And Austin, for his part, presumes that perhaps the emotion um, that came through in these text messages was born out of Sean's perhaps crush on Tyler, which further aggravated the issue. I mean, Gio tried to insert in the same conversation. It doesn't think Sean had perhaps a crush on Tyler, but trailed off because he was cut off by Austin, who at this point had obviously had more than one glass of bubbly. Was it the alcohol spilling the tea? And if so, was it all facts? Who knows? I mean, who in the heck knows? All I know is, as we see on our screens next, the confrontation between Sean and Tyler. And thank goodness the confrontation happened off the office, elsewhere in an actual club in the Gaslamp district of San Diego, because that would have been totally unprofesh. Okay? But before that, we do see Jason introduce Polly to a prospective client, yes, at the club, because business doesn't sleep at the L group. Okay? They are always on the go and ready to strike up conversations to seal the deal, honey. Did Jason forget that Brandy actually has that niche covered though? She is in their office. I feel the pro athlete slash team sports aficionado, or if I might even go as far as saying the expert in that particular niche. Or was Jason simply helping out Polly to expand her horizons and of course, pad the pockets of the brokerage group? Well, let's just hope Polly scores a win with this client. I mean, in selling a home, okay? Jeez, get your mind out of the gutter. Good Lord. Just saying. And speaking of gutter mandate, folks, Tyler just planted a long kiss on Alex Hall. Like, yep, he did that. Sean saw it, Brandy saw it, Polly saw it. Well. Hey now. This twosome were enjoying each other's company, obviously, until Sean breaks up the reunion by asking Tyler to, speak with him off to the side so they can hash out the elephant in the room between them. Alex Hall was already trying to play like Tyler's girlfriend, by trying to get him to, second guess wanting to speak with Sean. And it's like, lady, are you in a relationship with him already? I mean, you're gatekeeping for him. He's a grown man. Let him speak to another coworker and speak on whatever the issue is between them. Or if you want to be involved in the conversation, then drag yourself there. Okay? Cheese nuts. I feel like she was doing too much in that moment. So Sean begins with the bonfire issue, trying to apologize for, his dad comment slash jab at Tyler, to which Tyler tells Sean, you know, you've actually pressed that button too many times in the past, for Tyler to let slide. And although he doesn't elaborate on specific times in the past that Sean has brought this up, Sean does continue by asking Tyler exactly what happened between the two of them for their budding friendship and or coworker relationship to just implode, basically. According to Sean, he felt like Tyler disposes of people with little to no regard for their feelings. Oh, wait a minute now. Is that reminiscent of how he ghosted Alex Hall when he went off to Australia? I'm just lying. Mhm. Moving along, for his part, Tyler said that he didn't just bail on Sean because he actually saw character traits in him that he doesn't align with. To which Sean clearly, obviously, will disagree with and claims that having been told, presumably by Tyler, that he's a great friend and a great friendship is brewing between them, he really was confused as to why a potential misunderstanding could have been blown out so far out of proportion and had caused, again, their friendship to devolve and implode. So, obviously, the rest of the office mates who were at the club were going to eavesdrop and give their side comments. Of course, Alex Hall will defend Tyler to the ends of the earth. I mean, so they just receive a kiss from him, okay? As we just saw. Enough said on that one. Anyway, the discussion does progress between Sean and Tyler. Tyler letting slip that Sean had an incredible background in business, as he thought previously, but ultimately found out that that wasn't actually the case. Nor did Sean ever actually sell a property since getting his professional real estate license 8 years ago. Damn, damn, Tyler. Sean, for his part, says he's got a marketing background and has actually truly been in the real estate industry for 8 years. But again, hasn't sold any homes in the 8 years that he's had his real estate license, his professional real estate license. So, okay, I'm there with Tyler on that one because Tyler, for his part, has sold properties, whether those are co-listings or properties that were um, given to him by his dad or what have you. He has at least sold real estate properties under his belt. He actually does have those. So I don't know why Sean has had a very low number. Obviously, there's no numbers on the board for his home sold since he's had his license. So I don't know. Um, although Sean does try to list off his character traits as such, being a hard worker, which again further inflamed Tyler because if he feels like, per Tyler, if he feels Sean himself is a hard worker, then he should just go and use that and sell a home. Oh, damn. I mean, damn, damn, damn. Sheesh. At least after their conversation, Sean said goodnight to everyone in the group, including Tyler, and Alex chimed in that, we wish you well. Girl, girl, again, this isn't your fight. Just sit still and enjoy your drink. I mean, you get one kiss from Tyler and you feel like you're gonna act like his girl. Girl. Anyway, I still don't understand though why Tyler called Sean a psychopath because I feel like in their argument, there's a lot missing in that narrative, and I'm literally confused. The context as to the way these two's emotions were in that argument at an all-time high over an alleged misunderstanding gone awry is a little too excessive for me. It's like, what was the misunderstanding? Look, was it really a misunderstanding or was it like deeper than that or did it grow legs? since that misunderstanding was first uh let out the bag between those two. And, but you know what? I know what I'm sure of. I am sure we'll get more tea in the next episode about this one and then some. Now, won't we? Of course we will, because this group is just like not letting up on the drama. Darlings, thank you so much for spending some time with me in this episode called A Bonfire of Selling Sunsets. Oh, jeez, let's see, now I messed that up. Of Selling the OC Season 3. We are in Episode 2, A Bonfire, and I will see you in Season 3. Remember, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to your Auntie Sarcy's mini tiny YouTube channel. I am working on getting 200 subscribers. Yes, I know it's a small number, but I started with zero and we are currently at 143. And I love, love, love that you are all slowly subscribing to your Auntie Sarcy's tiny little channel. And also, if you so are inclined, please also click that like button. Remember to continue to be your fabulous little self, because what else are you going to be but be your fabulous self? And even though it's hard, and honestly it's hard for me too, but let's all remember to leave grace for others and to always continue to journey in gratitude. Darling dears, I shall see you in the next episode. Toodaloo for now. Bye.